In a stunning turn of events that has sent shockwaves across the country, a former top African National Congress (ANC) official has been arrested on multiple counts of fraud, corruption, and money laundering. The news broke early this morning after a series of coordinated raids conducted by the Hawks and the Special Investigating Unit (SIU), ending months of speculation and public outcry over deep-rooted corruption within the ruling party's ranks. According to reports, the former ANC heavyweight, whose name has not yet been officially released pending court appearance, was taken into custody at his luxury residence in Johannesburg. The arrest follows a meticulous 6-month investigation that uncovered a web of financial mismanagement involving millions of rands siphoned from state contracts and development funds. Eyewitnesses described a tense scene as law enforcement officers arrived at the property in the early hours of the morning. "We saw several police vehicles surrounding the house. They told him he was under arrest for fraud and corruption," said a neighbor who asked to remain anonymous. Investigators allege that the former official was part of a larger network that manipulated tender processes, awarded inflated government contracts, and diverted public money into private accounts and offshore entities. Sources close to the investigation have revealed that at least $250 million in public funds were unaccounted for, with strong evidence linking the former ANC figure to the scandal. This arrest is just the beginning. "We have been tracking the flow of funds for months, and what we've uncovered points to a deliberate attempt to enrich a select few at the expense of ordinary South Africans." The arrest has triggered outrage and disbelief across social media, with many citizens demanding that more top officials be held accountable. Hashtags like #OnCorrust, #CorruptionExposed, and #JusticeForSouthAfrica have dominated online platforms as South Africans express frustration over years of political corruption and misuse of public money. Political analysts have called the arrest a potential turning point in the ongoing battle against corruption in the ANC. Dr. Themba Khumalo, a political commentator, remarked. "For years, allegations of fraud and tender manipulation have been brushed aside or buried under political loyalty. This arrest could be the start of a long overdue reckoning within the ANC's leadership structure." Meanwhile, ANC spokespersons have distanced the party from the scandal, stating that the individual in question no longer holds any official position within the organization. However, opposition parties are not convinced. The Democratic Alliance, DA, and the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, have both demanded that President Cyril Ramaphosa address the matter publicly and clarify what steps the ANC is taking to clean up corruption in its ranks. EFF spokesperson Sinawal Tambo said in a fiery statement, "This is not just one man's crime, this is a symptom of a system built on lies, greed, and betrayal. The ANC cannot wash its hands clean when corruption has been its shadow for decades." As investigations continue, the former official is expected to appear before the Johannesburg High Court later this week. Legal experts anticipate that the state will oppose bail, citing risks of evidence tampering and potential witness intimidation. For millions of South Africans who have grown weary of empty promises, this arrest represents both vindication and frustration. Vindication that justice is finally catching up with the powerful, but frustration that it took so long for action to be taken. If found guilty, the former official could face up to 25 years in prison, along with asset forfeiture and permanent disqualification from holding any public office. As the story unfolds, one thing is certain: South Africa's political landscape is shifting, and the era of impunity for high-ranking officials may finally be coming to an end. The people are watching, the courts are ready, and the truth, no matter how uncomfortable, is beginning to surface.